Here we have a Stihl TS410 cut-off saw. The issue with this saw is that it will not turn off using the stop switch. It'll just keep running. The way we have to switch it off is manually using either the choke or the decompression valve. So we're going to take a look and see what the problem is. So the first thing to check is the switch itself. So it's one T27 bolt that holds this cover on. You can see the top of the spark plug, and in here is the switch. We'll take a better look. So we can now see the micro switch in here. We need to check that it is getting properly actuated by the switch, the stop switch. So we can hear it clicking on and off there. That means that the switch isn't stuck physically. So next we are going to take off the side cover and check the continuity of the switch to see if it is working. To remove the side cover off the engine, there are 4 T27 bolts again. So we can see the magneto now, and the 2 terminals that go back to the switch are these 2. So we're going to pop our 2 test leads on. And we can see here that it's open circuit, and if I flick the stop switch on, it worked that time. I have it on again and it's 110 ohms. It should be pretty much 0 ohms, maybe 0.2. So that means that the switch is bad. I'm getting a different reading there every time, 700 ohms. Worked that time, 35 ohms. Nothing this time, so that tells us definitely that we need a new switch. To remove the micro switch, there's one T27 holding it in. You can just get a screwdriver in from the top here to get this bolt out. And there's our switch. It comes in this little plastic holder, which we can remove for now, as the new switch most likely won't come with this, so you'll need to keep this. And we can pull our wires out. And there's our switch out. So this is our old switch. You can buy a new switch with the wires and terminals already on it for about £15, or if you want to be even cheaper, you can go on your local electronics website. I used Farnell and picked up the exact same micro switch for about £1.50. So all I need to do now is snip off the 2 wires, solder them on, put a little bit of heat shrink on, and pop it back in. So to reassemble it now, we thread our wire through, pop on our 2 terminals, and we're going to put this wire underneath the spark plug, the HT lead. It's a little bit fiddly. And that holds it down. And also up underneath here there's a little clip we need to clip both wires into. Now back up top we have our new switch ready to go in. So we're going to get it into place. And pop our screw in. it's seated fully. We're going to check our switch that it works. Yeah, we can hear the click. It's perfect. And then these two wires go in underneath the rubber. And that's it. Just pop on our cover. I'm going to tighten everything up. And that's us done. So hopefully that will be useful to you if you're wondering how to do that. It's an easy enough fix. If you're having issues, take off the whole plastic top cover. It's just a couple of screws around the edge, and that'll give you more access to the wiring.